So it's
If
great.
you could,
the date
information.
if you could just put
early
that
on a Saturday morning after all the festivities of the night previous. So this is great. I'm hoping you'll enjoy the tour. It should be about an hour to an hour and a half total. So
I got to
if you're
head out
feeling
too.
tired or bored or whatever, want to drop off, feel free to do so. We'll be going through Gastown, and then we'll end up out on the overpass going over to Crab alias Portside Park. Okay, so a little bit about myself. My name is Lisa Smith, and my pen name is Lisa Ann Smith, and I've released this book this year in Broadsdale Press called Vancouver Crashes, the Great Fire of 1886. So it was about a 5-year process researching the Great Fire, every aspect of it, going through city archives, finding every single detail that I could find, interviewing descendants of survivors, going through papers in the library, whatnot, and just finding everything that I could about the Great Fire. And I really got hooked. And at first I was a little bit reticent about writing a book about the Great Fire. I thought, oh, it's going to seem like exploitation, but it just had to be written. There were so many interesting stories to tell. I'm raising funds for Vancouver Firefighters Charitable Society as well. I'm going to be donating half my royalties to them, so it's a charitable benefit as well. So I feel like everyone wins. So I'm quite proud of it, and I'm excited to share with you some of the stories today. This is my husband, Doug, by the way. He's my chauffeur, my electrician, my everything. My porter. Yeah, my Sherpa. Okay, so here we begin. So I'll take you back. It's the morning of June 13th, 1886, and there's been approximately 3 weeks of very hot, dry weather, no rain whatsoever, and Vancouver is basically a small backwater sawmilling town on the shore of Burrard Inlet. It really doesn't extend even this far at this point. Okay, so the main industry, of course, is logging. The mindset is all about the arrival of the CPR railway. It's well on its way to completion. So there's this get-rich-quick mentality, and trees are being absolutely mowed down to the south of the city. They're using kind of a bowling pin technique of logging, where they strategically axe smaller trees, bring down the bigger trees so they fall against the smaller trees, and everything comes down in one great big massive heap. So there's this huge pile of debris on the outskirts of the city. It's 3 stories high or more.
3 stories high.
Yeah, and bone dry after these 3 weeks. So William Gallagher is a young contractor who's been hired by the Townsite Commission to patrol and monitor a group of men who are clearing some land down by the CPR roundhouse, which is going to be soon under construction down at False Creek at the foot of Drake Street. So during the tour, as much as I can, I'm going to relay to you in their own words what the pioneers saw that day. So these are the words of William Gallagher. The fire broke away down near Drake Street before 10 o'clock. I was there and I saw it. We were building the rail bed for the CPR from Carroll Street to the proposed roundhouse site, and the ground above the site was being cleared. I saw the fire was getting dangerous, and immediately put some of our men, they volunteered, to help fight the fire, cautioning them that if it got away from where it was semi-cleared, they were not to attempt to fight it, or they would lose their lives. So for the first 2 hours, the men apparently are able to keep this outbreak under control. They have buckets, they have shovels at their disposal, wet blankets. The beach is nearby, so they do a pretty good job of trying to keep it at bay in the early stages. But the wind continues, and after a time, the first sparks start to fly into this massive debris pile. So William, in the meantime, we're not too sure exactly what influenced his decision, but he decided to come back to town. I don't know if he was worried that the fire could spread this far. He was concerned about warning the people. We don't have any record of him actually warning people of Vancouver, but he came back to Vancouver from this initial clearing site, so we'll revisit him a little bit later on. The men that were trying to fight the fire down by False Creek, they had to give up. Unfortunately, some First Nations from the village of Sanok, which is about where the Vancouver Museum of Vancouver and the Space Center is today, Vanier Park, they paddled across in their canoes and rescued these men that were pretty much stranded on the shore of False Creek there with nowhere really to go. So we fast forward to about 1:30 p.m. and we'll revisit that down at the corner of Cordova and Canby down here.
Lisa, a quick question. What started the fire?
What started the fire? It was just a small clearing fire that lost control. Did I mention that?
Clearing fire?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, they had a small clearing fire going. Yeah, stop me if there's anything that doesn't quite ring true. I had a bad night's sleep, so it was a little bit foggy. But they had a small clearing fire going down by False Creek, and it started to lose control. And the flames, eventually got into this huge debris pile. Sorry about that. That's a critical point.
Oh, you might have said it and I just missed it.
Yeah, no, I probably did.
What is this building?
The building?
Where did Vancouver?
You'll see further down here where we're going. So I'll just show you a picture of William Gallagher. So this is my main